Well, August is Rural Broadband Month, and Connected Nation is committed to providing extensive broadband planning services to rural communities across the U.S. Joining us now by phone for a further look is Vice President of Community Affairs, Eric Frederick. Eric, thank you for joining us today. Let's start off with what is Connected Communities Engagement Program, and of course, how does it help with better rural broadband?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So yeah, the Connected Community Engagement Program is a facilitated community planning effort where we help rural communities better understand their access, adoption, and use of technology. We collect a lot of information. We work with broadband providers in these communities and really help them benchmark and better understand where they sit, how they compare with other communities, and what can be done with infrastructure and getting more folks on the right side of the digital divide.
Eric, talk a bit, if you would, about the technology action plans. What exactly are you learning from these?
Absolutely. So just like communities now plan for their future land use and many other infrastructures, we help communities develop a technology action plan that looks 20, 30 years down the road and helps them establish goals for how they want to be better connected. And what we're learning is that while communities generally share similar issues in getting better connected, they are still very unique. Sometimes in communities we find that there's different groups on the wrong side of the digital divide. How do we help low-income households? How do we help veterans and households with children that are in school that need the internet to better connect and improve their education? How do we help seniors? And beyond residents, how do we help ag producers or small businesses or K-12 schools? And in communities, we found that these groups sometimes are better connected than in other places. So what we're finding with these plans is that every community is unique. The way they address their challenges is unique. And so we help them chart that path.
And why is expanding broadband to these rural areas so important for the country as a whole?
Broadband is absolutely a quality of life issue. With more and more content being put online, more and more services going online, everyone needs to belong in a connected nation. We need everybody to be able to afford and connect to the internet, not just for purely entertainment reasons, but for improving their health care, improving their education, improving their economic situation, having better access to jobs. If we can help rural communities get better connected to jobs and economic opportunities through the internet, the whole country will be better off.
And Eric, as far as these communities and small towns are concerned, is there a way that they can have a plan developed for them or find more information also to make that first step?
Absolutely. Our website is connectmycommunity.org or connectednation.org. There's lots of information out there about our programs in the communities that we've been helping. There's example programs out there. There's stories of how communities that we've helped are getting better connected. There's very inspiring stories about how communities have really taken up the charge of improving digital literacy, for example, or improving the online presence of small businesses in their communities. Again, small steps that can have a big impact on how these communities are getting better connected. Again, connectmycommunity.org or connectednation.org.
All right. Well, Eric, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us this morning. Again, Connected Nation Vice President of Community Affairs, Eric Frederick, on the phone with us from Charlotte, Michigan.